Hello, and welcome to another iDaph Events podcast. I'm Amy Silvers, Administrative Coordinator, and I have with me our owner and race director, Daphne Kirkwood.
Hello, everybody. We're excited to talk to you today about our next upcoming big event.
Yes, today we're going to talk about the second annual RAD Half Marathon and 10K downtown Asheville on Sunday, June 11th. I'm excited for the race. I'm going to get to work it and run it again. So I'm looking forward to it.
You are such a beast, being able to get up at the crack of dawn, work, and then jump in the race and then work after. Amy, you are definitely my hero. So
when you have such a passion for running, you just make it work.
Yeah.
You go with it.
Yeah, I'm glad you're able to race, and I'm hoping the weather is nice and cool this year, a little cooler than it was last year, because I know you don't care for the heat when you're running.
Yeah, no, but these upper 40s and low 50s we've had the last few days are fabulous. And if you can make that hang around for RAD, I'm all for it.
If I could control the weather, we would be rocking and rolling, but I have no control over that, people. We're really excited about this second annual RAD Half and 10K and being back in Asheville. It's just such a cool and fun race in the summer, and it is very similar, the same course as the Asheville Half that happened in March. So if you did that one and you come back and do this half, you can, of course, try to better your time. Hello, that's what you're going to do. And see if you can beat that. And this past March was really cold. Who knows? You might have a better day.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so we're going to start in downtown, as you mentioned, like the Asheville Marathon and half.
Yeah.
Where exactly is our start line?
We start in Pack Square Park, right downtown off of College Street and Spruce Street, and right by the big stage. And so that's where the hub is for the start. And then the finish is at the Wedgett Foundation, which is in the River Arts District, and it's a point-to-point race. It is USATF, that's track and field, USA Track and Field, sanctioned and certified courses.
Awesome. Wonderful. Yep. Okay, we typically have a charity or nonprofit partner for our events. We have a few this year. Who are we helping out?
Yep, we have Elida Homes and Greenbelt Alliance, and then also iDream Athletes Foundation. So we're excited to have those three partners this year and looking forward to supporting them through the event.
Yes, we love to be able to support our local charities and nonprofits. Okay, let's talk about race weekend and what people can expect. First of all, how about packet pickup? Do we have a packet pickup prior to race day?
Yes, we do have a packet pickup, and it's at a different location this year than it was last year for RAD. If you did the marathon, you'll be familiar with the DoubleTree Hotel in Biltmore Village. That's where packet pickup will be for this event. There will be a little mini expo along with it with a couple vendors in a merchandise area. And that is on Saturday, June 10th from 1 to 5 p.m. at the DoubleTree. And then the directions for that are an address or on the event guide as well. But it's super duper important that you come to that packet pickup if you have not opted in to have your stuff shipped to you, because if you come on race morning, it's only an emergency only packet pickup at Pack Square before the race, and you're just going to get your race number. Yeah, you won't get the shirt, the goodies, that sort of thing. And those things would be at the finish line. But I would highly recommend come to that packet pickup on Saturday, send a friend if you're not able to come to pick it up.
All right. And if people paid to have their stuff mailed to them ahead of time for the pre-event shipping, which we are still doing because people just love the convenience of just showing up race ready, don't even have to attend a packet pickup.
Yeah.
Can they still get their RAD drawstring goodie bag? And I do have one of those to show here.
Oh,
super cute.
Oh, that's awesome. I love how those turned out. Those are so fun. Yeah.
Can they still get that? And where do they get that?
They can get that at DoubleTree during the packet pickup or at the iDaph merchandise tent, which will be at the finish area after the race.
And if they got their shirt in the mail and they got it and decide it doesn't fit and they need to swap sizes, how about swapping shirt sizes?
Yep, they can swap that out after the event on Sunday, as long as they haven't worn it. Don't race in it, but they can do that at the merchandise tent as well. And then also that bag that you showed, it is the finisher bag. So if you want to take some things in the bag, put some things in that bag, you can drop that off too at the start area. I know we're going to talk about that in a minute, but that's the bag that you can use to do that too.
Okay. And how about if they had their things shipped and they've decided since then that they want to change distances? They want to go up for the half or down for the 10K, but they've already got their bib.
Yeah, so it's very important that you swap that out on race morning or at packet pickup. Bring the bib with you. Amy and the team, registration packet pickup team, will help you with that. You definitely want to switch that out. What happens if you don't is volunteers, police are going to direct you throughout the race according to the bib that you have on. And so it really messes up things for folks on the course who are trying to help you and support you. And because it's a sanctioned event as well, you would get disqualified. Your time wouldn't show up if you are running without the correct bib on. So super important that you get that switched out. And if you are switching, going from the 10K up to the half marathon, you're going to need to bring some money with you. There is a price difference for that as well.
Yes. Okay. And can people still sign up to race during packet pickup or at packet pickup?
Yeah, until what time do we close on packet pickup? 6:30?
On race morning, 6:30.
Right. So until 6:30 a.m. and then at 6:30 a.m. packet pickup closes, registration closes online. And it's best if you are waiting until race morning to sign up, do that on your phone before you even show up at packet pickup, because that's what we're going to have you do if you're in line. Just, you might as well do it while you're in your car or at your house instead of standing in line trying to do it on your phone before 6:30.
Yes. Okay. And you mentioned the limited emergency bid pickup on race morning. Talk about and the location for that.
Yep, Pack Square Park. We will be up in the building that's in the center of the park. I believe it's green, the color of it, green or a blue color. Sometimes the restrooms are open for us, sometimes they're not, but it's the building that has the restrooms in it. And just FYI, because everybody always seems to be looking for the restrooms in Porta Johns, they're by the stage in Pack Square Park. But that emergency packet pickup is from 5:45 a.m. to 6:30. Race bibs only.
Okay. All right. And if they didn't get their RAD bag, their drawstring bag ahead of time or at packet pickup on Saturday, what happens if they want to use the bag drop?
They can bring their own bag and just put their number, race number on that, attach it to it, and we'll haul that down to the finish area for them, to the finisher bag pickup area. I would suspect a lot of folks wouldn't be using the finisher bag option for this event as much as they did for the marathon and half, especially the 10K runners, but you're welcome to use it. It's just something that's convenient for you if you want to have a change of clothes to hang out at the wedge after you're running, or items that you want to have accessible to you for after the race.
Okay, got it. All right. And just side note, last year and at Asheville Marathon, people were wondering where that bag drop was. Will that be the same place it was, just below the packet pickup location, the little packet pickup building? Will it be on that same little area there?
Yep, it's up by the coffee cart on College and Spruce Street, and we'll have some boxes out there for people to pin their number on their bag and drop it in the boxes.
Got it.
Quite sure what vehicle is going to be up there to bring it down yet, but there will be boxes for people to put their stuff in.
Got it. All right. How about shuttles? Are we going to be running shuttles this year?
We are, yep. And we do have a spectator shuttle that will be up top College Street, the top of Spruce Street, at 6:45 a.m. And right after the race starts at 7 a.m., spectators need to get into that bus quickly, and we will take them down to the finish area at the Wedgett Foundation. And the goal is to beat the 10K fastest runners before they get to the finish line. You can purchase a spectator shuttle ticket if you don't want to be driving your car around, which is really a great idea since the roads are so congested on race day. And you can buy that online for $20. And then shuttles for participants will start at 7:30 a.m. from the Wedgett Foundation back up to Pack Square Park. So,
Okay. All right. Sounds good. How about parking? Where should we park for race?
yeah, the parking is all around Pack Square Park. So there are several different parking garages that people can park in that are open, especially on a Sunday. There's street parking. So there's plentiful parking all around where the race starts. And in the event guide, we'll send out the maps and that sort of thing, so you can just take a look and acquaint yourself with where all those parking garages are and stuff.
Okay. So we're parked, and I know one thing, we're looking for some caffeine.
Yes, Bare Bones Brew House will be there, and they will have their coffee cart. So you can stop by there, get your coffee fix, your caffeine fix before you go, drop off your finisher bag. I'm sure that you'll use the Porta-John once, maybe twice. I was just having a conversation about this with somebody the other day, that it's like your brain automatically before you do the race is, I'm going to pee. I need to pee. Now, even if you don't really need to, and we could have 500 Porta-Johns at a start and it would never be enough for the runners. So we get Porta-Johns based on the number of participants and that formula. But it's always funny to me just how everybody flocks to the Porta-Johns multiple times before.
Yes.
Yeah.
For me, it's like, I may not have to, but then the thought comes in my head, well, what if I have to while I'm running? So I need to go now.
Exactly. Yeah. So people are funny. This is a mass start race at 7 a.m. And I know that's early for a lot of people. 7 a.m. comes quick in the morning. It's mass start. So we're all starting together. We cannot allow people to start later than 7 a.m. The sweeper will be pulling up signs right behind the last runners, and make sure you're there on time and ready to start. You've taken care of your business. Leave plenty of time for that.
Yes, for sure. We've talked about the bag drop. Okay, so you're Pack Square, you've been to the bathroom, you've got your caffeine, you're parked, you're all situated. Your bib.
Yes.
Bib has to be on the front, pinned, visible.
Yes.
So if you wear a layer, make sure it's on a layer that's going to be visible.
Yep. And the bibs are 2 different colors as well, right?
Yes.
What colors are they?
Do I have one to show? I'm looking for my box of bibs. Yes, let me grab one real quick.
Okay.
All right, we have the aqua color, the blue color for the half.
Okay.
And the 10K is white.
Okay. Yeah. And again, that's how volunteers are directing you throughout the race. So real important that's visible. It's on the front of you. It's not crinkled. It's not bent. If it gets crinkled and bent, that timing chip on the back will not read when you cross the finish line or start line. It's a matte timing system. And so just be careful with that and don't bend it. Don't alter that bib.
Yeah. Also a good reason to make sure you have the right bib for the right course, because they're different colors and you don't want volunteers giving you wrong directions based on the color of your bib.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Do we have pacers for Asheville Marathon and half? Do we have pacers for this one?
We do not have pacers for this event. I think as it continues to grow beyond the 1,000+ runners, we'll start adding those in future years. But this year we don't have any pacers.
Okay. You said the course is the same course from Asheville Half back in March.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about the course.
Yeah, I'm actually going to do a little preview on my screen. So if you're on YouTube watching the podcast, you can follow along with the Ride with GPS link that I'm going to show you. If you are listening to this, then you can just listen to the audio cues. Of course, you won't have the visual in front of you, but you could take a look later. So I'm looking at the Ride with GPS route, and on the left side of the screen, you'll see all the various cues, including which side of the road to stay on. Lots and lots of details over here that we have added in there for you to take a look at, just so that you, if you're very conscientious about running the course and in the right place, you have all that information. We will start up here in Pack Square Park next to Pack's Tavern. Up here is where the packet pickup area is. The porta-johns are over here. And just so you know, there's the College Street parking deck that's really close right there. And then there's some other parking decks here too. So the runners, you will start here and you will head straight downhill. And like I said, all the cues are over here on this side. And you can look at the elevation as well. We're starting up here and you can see how we go down a little bit and then we go up a little bit and then down, then up a couple times. But it is a net elevation loss of 416 feet, which means it's fast. So you're not going up. If you'll notice at the end, you're not going back up this hill, which is a wonderful blessing for all you runners. And so, yeah, so you will run, you'll cross Biltmore Avenue and you'll run across Hilliard. You'll stick to the right side of the road by that bike lane. There's a little spectator. That's what the camera is on the map. Spectator area at Aston Park. It's a great place for your friends and family if they want to watch you, that they can see you there. At mile 1, you're going to head down Klingman and you're going to stay on the left side of the road, which would be against the traffic. And you will stay on that side and you will head around this roundabout, go down the Haywood Road Bridge. And then this is about 1.7. You're going to come down onto the Greenway here and head towards New Belgium. New Belgium's here. Mile 2 is by New Belgium. You take a right and go across Craven Street Bridge, and then you go straight across this intersection so that you're on the opposite side of the Riverside Drive. You're on the right side of the road with traffic on Riverside Drive. And you go the whole way down past Hill Street by Southern States. The turnaround is there. And then you will be on this right side of the road with flowing with traffic. We've just passed mile 3. You will come onto the Greenway here, just past White Duck. You go under the overpass, and then you'll be by the water station. Here, there's also porta-johns at that water station if you need those as well. Another spectator cheer area is the park that's here by the water station. There's this park as well. There's several parks all along this Greenway that are great spots for spectators that you can just pull in and have them pop out and watch you, which is really nice. But I would suggest if you have them do that, that they get there before the race starts, because the roads are really crowded with runners and we really don't want a lot of traffic moving when the runners are coming through. So if they want to be down here in the River Arts District, I would suggest they get there at 7 to do that. So they will continue, runners will continue along the Greenway. You pass by the RAD gear sign. There'll be a DJ there with music. Keep running down the Greenway, mile 4. Keep on running down. And I'm just going to pull up the 10K map here so that you guys can see that. And the 10K does not go the whole way down till the end of Lyman Street. There is a little bit of a step down here, and this is because it is a sanctioned event, certified event. This is the exact distance that you need to go in the 10K. and there will be somebody there. This is the course split, so just pay attention to that. The half marathoners, they will continue straight in this section. The 10K flips around onto the bike lane, and that's their mile 5. And so the 10K will go back up and then down across the road through the sidewalk, Old Lyman to finish. That's the difference in the 10K, is the course split right there. So the half marathoners will keep on going. You're going to run across the Amboy Road Bridge, stay to the right side. Don't run on the lip of that bridge, just stay on the bridge. You'll take a right onto Riverview Drive. There is a little rabbit trail that has been, I think, from people that have just been walking across the bridge. There's a little rabbit trail right here. Don't take that rabbit trail. Just stay on the main road, run through the center of that parking lot, and then around the little traffic island. There's real restrooms there. There's also going to be porta-johns as well. So you'll have 2 options here at the French Broad River Park. The water station is here. It's another great area for spectators to come in, as long as they're staying put through the race and not trying to follow you to the finish. This is another spot for them. You can come in and park. The dog park's over here. So runners will just run around the dog park, stay next to the French Broad River here, go under the Amboy Road Bridge, and keep on running toward mile 6 is over here. It's across from Wrongway River Lodge and Cabins, the new cabins that some of you are probably staying in for race weekend. It's a great area to spectate because you can see the race happening across the street, and you can have your beer, your coffee. So that's a great location. And even if you're not staying there, you can go up there and hang out. It's cool. It's like being in a tree house. Then you'll just keep on running. This is another little park that spectators could park in if they want to. It's a small parking lot, but you could still do that. They'll run on the sidewalk on Amboy Road, come down into the Carrier Park area, run along the greenway here. There are restrooms in this middle section right here of the parking lot, so that both sides of these water stations can be serviced. So there are porta-johns here in the parking lot, water station here. You cross over Short, Michigan. There's real restrooms here. And then this is the velodrome. So we'll run past the velodrome, cross the road. Another area here for spectators to cheer, hang out at Carrier Park. Keep running, stay along the sidewalk for Amboy Road. At this point, you're getting into the RV park area. You can run in the center of that road. There's really not a lot of traffic coming in and out of the RV park. And there is a pedestrian lane as well. And you can follow that pedestrian lane the whole way in the middle of the RV park, get onto the greenway here, run the whole way down. We're at mile 8. Once we get to the end, to the Hominy Creek River Park, there's a water station, porta-johns here as well. You run through the parking lot, up Hominy Creek Road, close to the vehicle maintenance area, and then the half marathoners will turn around. You turn around here, we'll have timing to make sure that you actually get to that point, some timing mats, and then you will come down and you're going to repeat what you just did. So you're going to pass that water station, grab some more water if you'd like, and then head back up. I would stay always on the right side of the greenway because there is out and back traffic. So you don't want to be taking up the whole greenway. Cheer your runner friends on and stay on that right side so that everybody has room to move. And then once you get over here, this is the RV park. And once you're getting close to the velodrome, you're going to take a right and head down a little trail section that's really cool in the woods, go behind the velodrome, This is the lawn bowling area, if you guys are familiar with that. We've just passed mile 10. You're going to take a right and head across Short, Michigan. Another water station is there. Porta Johns are right behind it. Keep on running against the French Broad River area. It's very wooded. It's nice through this section. And then you will head up here. You're going to take a right back onto Amboy Road. Repeat all of this section here. You're at mile 11 before you get to the Amboy Road Bridge, and you're just repeating what you did before. Go back by the dog park, water station again, restrooms and Porta Johns. Come up on the road, Amboy Road Bridge. You're going to want to stay on that left side, the same side that you came across. The police will have one lane of traffic for that bridge, and then you will pop back onto this greenway. And once the bike lane starts, it starts about this area. You're going to be on the right side on the bike lane, not on the greenway, but on the bike lane. And you will take that bike lane and you will run down the bike lane the whole way to this roundabout here, and you will cross the street and you'll be on the sidewalk here at mile 13, and Old Lyman Street is where the finish is located. So yeah, so that is that. We have a map and cue sheet that is posted as well on the website that you can find if you want to print this off. Amy, you were saying you downloaded it to your watch too?
Yes, you can. Yeah, I have a Garmin, and you can, through Ride with GPS, you can download it onto your Garmin desktop to your computer. And then when you hook your watch up to the computer, it will upload the files onto your watch, and then your watch will actually tell you turn by turn. So I thought it's a newer watch for me. So I'm excited to be able to use that.
That's cool. Yeah. Yeah, I think the other thing I wanted to mention is this race, it is sanctioned and certified and measured. GPS is tracking where you're running on the course. And so if you're running all the curves and not the tangents, you're going to run further than the distance that's certified, because when we certify, we're doing the tangents. This course, I don't think is as long on GPS as like the Jump Off Rock Half, for example, because there's so many curves and turns. Keep that in mind, because we hear it after every race. My GPS, it was longer than what it was supposed to be, and it's because you ran in the curves, so not in the tangents that were measured. So just keep that in mind if you are looking to PR or care about that.
All right, perfect. And I can't believe I'm going to say this, but is it true that there is not a stinker hill?
I would consider, before you go across Biltmore Avenue in the first mile, there's a little stinker coming, but there's so much momentum from the group start that I don't think you really feel it. And there's a couple on Hilliard that are a little stinkery, but yeah, it's
not that
not a lot to report in that area. I think that's so popular.
Yeah, that one is not. It's a very short and quick. So yeah, I can deal with those.
Okay, good.
All right, how about a course cutoff? What time does everybody need to be done? Half and 10K.
10:30.
10:30.
Yep. The race becomes unsupported at 10:30.
All right. I know we have walkers that do the 10K, and they always are excited that the cutoff is a little bit longer because of the half. Yeah. So we have a lot of people that enjoy walking our 10Ks.
Yep.
Okay. How about course markings and signs? And let me just throw in too about music and headphones. You and I both love to run with music, but it's important to keep that volume down low so you can hear the law enforcement officers, volunteers, course marshals, and all that giving you direction. You can hear traffic.
Yeah, I mean, we both have done a ton of races, and it's easy to just get sucked in with the group. And especially if you have music on, you're just in your zone, flowing along. and not really paying attention to the signs, marshals, and markings on the road. And I would just caution you from doing that because there's two races happening at the same time. And who knows if those people that you're following are directionally challenged or not. So really, you need to take personal responsibility to look for those things and know the course and put the map on your watch or whatever it takes. Drive the course ahead of time, practice it. But there will be lots of markings on the road, on the pavement. We use stickers on the greenway, paint. There's going to be police officers. So just pay attention and have the music low if you're using music.
Okay, got it. You've already talked about the 10K turnaround and went through that.
Yep.
How about at the water stations? What will we have at the water stations?
Yeah, so the first water station is at mile 3.5. There's really not a great place to have one before 3.5 for this course. And so the 10K has one water station, mile 3.5 right in the middle. So, if you think that you're going to need more water than that, feel free to carry your own. You don't have to just depend on the race water stations, but there are 5 water stations and one of them will be used a second time. So really 6 water stations on the course for the half marathon. Those are all listed in the event guide as well, but we have the Boy Scouts at Water Station 1. I see Imagine mountain bike team at Water Station 2. Runner Box, who is local to Asheville, really cool subscription runner boxes. They'll be out there. I'm sure they'll have their mascot as well. Pisgah Rage, which is a kids youth mountain bike team, will be out there, and then Fleet Feet Asheville. We will have a water station contest with this one. Again, we didn't do that last year, but we did it with the marathon and half. So $500 will go to one of those water stations after the event. So really important that you take the survey and vote for them so that we can award that to the most spirited and fun water station on the course. We do have Jambar who will be on the course. So you can grab one of those. We have some fruit chews that we will have, water and Gatorade. So and when I was running a lot of races, I typically didn't have a lot of nutrition and water for a 10K. A half marathon I did, but what will you do? Since
when I don't carry water with me or stop at water stations when I do a 10K. I do for the longer 15K or halves. I have a handheld. Just slips through your hand, or a vest that I wear for the longer distances, but I don't find that I've ever needed to stop for a 10K. I know people are different, but if you think you might need to stop or need more water than just that one water station, then definitely bring your handheld or your vest or whatever you need to stay hydrated.
You can get those from Fleet Feet Asheville too. They're really popular. Or get them. And also if you have a particular gel that you like, you're training with things, like bring it for yourself. Like I said, we'll have things out there, but in this day and age, I know people have gotten really particular about the nutrition and the drink and everything that they want to use.
Yes.
Feel free to bring that with yourself.
Yes. All right. You covered all the restrooms when you went through the map.
Yep.
Talk about, there's a couple things we need to note about the cheer zones and the spectator zones.
Yes. So I personally know from last year, and the event happened so fast, especially the 10K, that within a blink of an eye, 7:30 rolls around and people are finishing. I personally would recommend that spectators just come to the finish area. I'm showing the map on my screen right now. And there's a large parking area that's in between Summit Coffee and the Wedgett Foundation that spectators could come and park. It's free. They could hang out here at the finish area, and they can also walk across Lyman Street and see the runners here that are going to be going back and forth on the greenway and the bike lane. That's the most easy, efficient spectator recommendation that I have, instead of trying to drive around and get through runners and all of that thing. I would just say get here, either take the shuttle bus, get a ticket, take it to the finish area, or just go down there and park instead of trying to drive around. Yeah, so Summit Coffee is here on the map. There is no parking up here by these art studios. They have their own clientele that will be using those parking spaces. So it looks very tempting because you'll see all this open area, but please don't park there. You will come back here to get into the parking, or on this side of Lyman Street, you can come in this way to the parking. The shuttle buses are right here with the S. This is where they will do the pickup and the drop off. And then as far as spectators and runners go, the finish line is here on Old Lyman Street. There is no spectators or runners allowed in this grass section by this building. It's owned by Asheville Waste Paper Company, and they have asked us to ensure that there's no folks who are hanging out on this lawn. It's very tempting. It's green, but there's no spectators. It's private property in this area. So I would suggest if spectators want to hang out back here, they can. Finish line is here. There would be a little bit of room on this side where spectators can stand, but no spectators on this side at all. And then in here is where all the tents will be set up for the recovery zone, the merchandise, the finisher bag area. We'll have a food truck. This is where you get your beer. The DJ will be up here. Yeah, so that's what that looks like.
Okay. And you mentioned Wrong Way Campground. They have their canteen open to the public, and they have the River Lodge that they're going to have available for people to come and post up and watch the race.
Yeah, that's
all right. And traffic, you said it's open to traffic.
Yes. It's at 7 a.m. So we don't expect on a Sunday for there to be a ton of cars moving around. And that's why we're asking you to have your spectators not drive around to keep it as clear as possible for all of you runners on race morning. But there will be vehicular traffic, so don't run in the middle of the road. Just follow the signs, the cues, all of that.
Okay. So you have a fantastic run and you cross the finish line. What happens next?
You get your finisher medal, and they're super fun.
They are the coolest thing. This is the half marathon. Let's see if I can make it.
Oh yeah, we see it spinning.
The light, you just can't see it in the light, but the sparkles and just the glittery finish on these, they're just gorgeous. And here's the 10K.
That's awesome. Yep. And we, at the time of this recording, we have some spots left in both races, but we have a limited number of medals. So if you do have folks who are friends or family and they want to sign up and get one of those really cool medals, make sure that they get signed up quickly for that.
Yes.
And then we'll have Mountain Valley water as well at the finish, that people can grab that as well.
Okay. What other kind of options can participants expect after they finish? We have a new choice on our race bibs this year.
We do. You guys spoke and we listened and we agree. There needs to be another option besides a beer. Nothing against folks who like to have a beer when they finish, but having another choice is nice for the non-drinkers. And so Sugar and Snow will be there with a cart of gelato, and you can pick a flavor and use your little coupon ticket on your race number to get either a gelato or a beer. You get a choice between the two. The Wedget Foundation is where you would redeem your beer ticket. So the post-race parties from 7:30 to 11, and we just can't wait for it. It's going to be a blast.
Yes, I can't wait. That's one of the best parts, is eating all the things and drinking all the things after the race, because you feel like you feel like you earned it.
Yeah. Well, when you
Okay.
lose track of what time of day it is after you do a race like that, you're just like, oh, it is early, but I'm going to go ahead and have a small cake from a little cupcake.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So who else is going to be there at the post-race party?
Yep. So we'll have small cakes. Tahini Jar will be there with their food truck. So if you're a runner who doesn't eat before you run and you want to refuel right away, they're going to have some really yummy stuff there that you can get at the food truck. Unfortunately, 12 Bones will not be open this time. They don't open on Sundays, and it's an early morning race. Tahini Jar will be your best bet for some real food if you want that, other than the snack stuff that we're providing. And then something new we have this year is Andrea from Meloria House of Design. She's a very talented mural artist out of Hendersonville, and she is going to do paintings live for the winners of both the half and the 10K. And she'll be over probably at the finish, and then she might be over by the merchandise area. So just don't disturb her or ask her questions while she's doing her masterpiece. But we can't wait to see how it turns out for everybody. We're really excited about that.
Yeah, and that's perfect. So fitting for the River Arts District, and
It is. Yeah.
to have a talented local artist doing something so special, like that's
Well,
phenomenal.
the part of the intent of this race, River Arts District, half and 10K, RAD, is for people to really go and take advantage of visiting the artists, the local artists who are in the RAD district, because there are so many amazing glass artists and potters and painters. The whole area is filled with that. And so take advantage of that during the race and go visit that. And that's something that we really want to integrate into this event.
Perfect. I love it. Okay, what am I hearing about a recovery zone? Because we all need that after we run.
Yeah, absolutely. So the recovery zone will have several different folks in there so that you can unwind, relax, get rubbed if you want. We'll have a new massage group, the Fold Bodywork Studio. So Jesse will be there providing post-race massages. We'll have Yoga 6, who is just opened up in South Asheville, and they are amazing. They have all kinds of yoga classes. They'll be there with mats. You can stretch out. We'll have stretch labs. Speaking of stretching, they also are new to Asheville and just opened up, and they will help you stretch after the race, and really cool offerings. So definitely go visit them. We've got Mountain Wellness PT, and then Asheville Personal Training. All of them will have areas where you can just relax and take care of yourself, start recovering.
Yeah, especially after a half. Those are all good things to do. Yeah. Okay, results. Where can we find results once we're done?
Results are posted at iDaph.net, idaph.net on the homepage. And then is there a QR code on the race bib this year?
There is.
Okay.
We have a little QR code right here.
Cool.
And
So
scan.
that QR code will take you directly to the site. Usually it takes a few minutes after you cross the finish line. If you're finding 30 minutes have passed and you're still not seeing your number on there, you can let us know at the merchandise tent, and we can see if we can track you down on the backup timing system that we have. So always let us know, especially before we do the award ceremony, if for some reason you're not showing up on there.
Yes, absolutely. All right. So let's talk about awards. If you're in it to win it,
yes.
What are your options?
Oh man, it's good. Catherine Adams, she's a local glass artist, and last year she did glasses for us that had the RAD Half and 10K logo on it. Super awesome, and some magnets. She's doing some new stuff for us, and we'll show that leading up to the event. So definitely keep watching our Instagram page for that. And that's for the overall winners, male, female, half and 10K, top 3 in each. And then Fleet Feet will provide gift certificates as well for those folks. And what else do we have then? Oh, we've got cash money. right? We have cash for the 10K.
Yeah.
And so that's definitely something. If you're a faster runner or you have friends who are fast, have them come out. This is a fast course. Last year, the male who was fastest did it in a time of 36:31, and the female was 38:03. And we decided to up the ante this year just a little bit, since it's still a race in its infancy, because it's the second year. If you beat the course record for the male or the female, we're going to give you an additional $50. Pretty awesome. So the male winner, first place, is $150, which is more than what we typically have been doing. And second, 100, and third is 75. And that's male and female, top three for the 10K.
Yes.
Exciting.
There's going to be some pretty stiff competition too, because our male course winner last year, Justin's coming back this year
Oh boy.
to defend his title. And I've already spoken to at least one other runner who says he's going for it too. So I think we might have some fierce competition for the 10K for the males for sure. And we also have the pint glasses for the age group winners.
Yep. Yep. And we're doing the award ceremony a little bit different this time around. We did it this way during COVID and it seemed to work pretty well. So we're going to bring back this, where we just do an award ceremony for the overall top male and female top three winners in both races. And that's going to happen, the 10K ceremony around 8:45, the half around 9:30. And then the age group stuff can be picked up from the merchandise tent. We'll have a list of all the winners. You can check online and see if you're a top three in your age group. And then you can get that from the merchandise tent. You can go over there at your leisure and just pick those up throughout the morning after the 10K award ceremony, 8:45, and after the half at 9:30. That's when it becomes more official. The times become official on the results. So yeah. And then if you can't stick around for that 8:45 or 9:30 time, then you can get your stuff from Fleet Feet. Tuesday after 3 p.m. we'll have the prizes there. And if that doesn't work for you, then we can ship the glass to you, although we prefer not to ship the glass and these awards because they are breakable. Would love for you to pick them up at Fleet Feet if you're in the area, if you can.
Yes. And we do want to give a special shout out to Mr. Wayne Boynton for sponsoring our award categories, our awards this year in part. He's allowed us to broaden our age group divisions this year, right?
Yeah, without Wayne, we would be stuck because it's more expensive than people think when you get all the awards and the medals and that sort of thing. And so Wayne really has come to the rescue and said, hey, I would love to see more award categories opened up for the runners. And so by his contributions, we've been able to do that this year. So thank you very much, Wayne.
Yes. And he happened to mention that people have said something to him when he's out running. So if you do know him and you see him out on the course, be sure and give him a big thanks for his support.
Yeah.
All right. How about virtual? What happens if so people have seen this cool bag and these awesome medals, but the date doesn't work for them.
Yeah. Tell your friends and family, they can sign up for virtual. They can run the distance on their own, wherever they live, and they can get the goodies shipped to them. And if something happens to you, you can also switch to virtual if you'd like. You just need to do that before the race starts on Sunday. You can't switch to virtual after the race starts. You can switch to virtual. I think there's a little bit of a fee to do that after a deadline, but you're able to switch, and then you can also get the goodies shipped to you.
Yes. That's a great option if you end up getting sick or not feeling well, or babysitter cancels, or we have all kinds of things happen. Things happen, and that's why we offer that option. So it's fabulous to have it.
Yeah.
Okay, what other sponsors and partners do we need to thank that we haven't yet mentioned?
Yeah, Asheville School is alongside us every step of the way throughout the year. Without them, some of the bells and whistles that we have would not be possible. So shout out to them. The city of Asheville, this is a big event for Asheville, for the city. So the police, all the municipalities are involved. Like, we can't thank them enough for all their support for this event and the other events that we do in Asheville. Explore Asheville is also a partner. iHeartMedia, The Brew is a partner, so you might hear the radio ads going on. Mayhec Sports Medicine will be out there at the finish line providing medical support and on the course as well. If you have something come up medically, stop at a water station and let them know. We'll have people on bikes as well that are milling around just to keep their eyes on things too. So thanks to Mayhec. We talked about Mountain Valley Water being at the finish line, and then Yoga 6 as well. We're super happy that they're back and opened up now, and we can go and do some yoga at their studio.
All right. Anything else we need to mention?
We are going to assemble, if you're doing the Appalachian Trilogy, and this is your third race in the trilogy, because you just have to do 3 out of 4. Right. We're going to have some Appalachian Trilogy medals available at the finish area, and we'd like to get a group photo of folks. So we'll come up with a time. We'll post that on social media when we're going to do that photo, but you can get that Appalachian Trilogy medal if this is your third one at the race. So if you're not planning to come to Black Bear, you don't have to wait. If you're coming to Black Bear, you can just wait for it if you want to, or you can get it at the RAD Half. But we are going to do that. That's something a little different for the trilogy. And yeah, we're excited about the trilogy. We've got, I think, almost 200 or 200 plus people in it this year. So it's a great motivation, keeps you moving.
Absolutely. A lot of people have really enjoyed the challenge too.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else? Did we cover everything?
I think we covered everything. These details, I tell you what, there's a lot of them, but
there is.
It helps folks to just be able to relax and have a wonderful experience and know that those details are being taken care of behind the scenes for them. We can't wait to see you guys just soon.
Yes, it's coming up quick. All right. Thanks for joining us today for another iDaph Events podcast. And we're looking forward to seeing everyone at the RAD Half Marathon and 10K downtown Asheville on Sunday, June 11th.
All right. Thanks. See you guys soon. Bye.